Hi everyone, welcome back to Riskonomics. Today, we take a break from talking about capital, regulation, and reinsurance. And instead, I want to review something much more painful. My first half marathon at the Standard Chartered Singapore Marathon 2025. Yes, after 21 kilometers, I finally understand why insurance exists. Why I signed up? 3 weeks ago, I ran my first half marathon at the IPB Run in Bogor. It went well, surprisingly. I thought, okay, Singapore route is flat. The weather is cool, the event is world-class, so naturally my time should be better. Well, that assumption was as wrong as pricing insurance without data. My official time in Singapore is definitely worse than IPB half marathon. And yes, the route is easier, so I have two explanations. I don't call them excuses. I call them economic factors beyond management control. Number one, Singapore timing counts everything. Singapore race timing includes break for Fajr prayer, queuing up to pee, a proper cramp treatment by a group of amazing teenage volunteers, thank you guys, and multiple DIY cramp treatments after kilometers 15. So if you remove all the human moments, the running part is fine. But the total time is like adding every loading factor into your premium. Of course, the number becomes scary. Number two, my foot was actually still on holiday. I ran with injury from IPB Run. The right foot did not fully recover. But like a startup founder, I still launched the product even though beta testing was not finished. Runners understand this. Sometimes the finish line matters more than the clock. And sometimes the brain is not very smart at 4 a.m. in the morning. The real torture wasn't during the race. The real half marathons only begins after the finish line. The queue to get your medal, water, isotonic drinks, banana, and towel was longer than the Indonesian line in Changi. It took me 55 minutes just to reach the water. 55 minutes after running 21 kilometers. I queued for total an hour and 5 minutes to get everything. At that point, the hydration is no longer a medical risk. It becomes a philosophy question. Why do we do this to ourselves? Voluntarily? A lady runner collapsed about 5 meters in front of me in the queue. People were tired, dry, and standing under the sun with no water. This is not finishing experience. This is a bonus endurance challenge we didn't register for. And here's my reflection. Singapore is not a big country. We all know that. So if space is limited, don't be too greedy lah. Reduce the number of participants. We don't need luxuries. We just need water, shade, and faster logistics. Customer experience does not end at the finish line. In fact, this is exactly where it matters the most. If you can organize world-class timing chips, you can also organize world-class water distribution. Singapore, you can do it. You can do it. And I say this with respect. Indonesia seems to be the largest contributor of runners from outside Singapore, and a big portion of us are Muslim. The flag off for the half marathon is about 1 hour before Fajr time, so it will be meaningful if the event provides prayers facilities, just like many Indonesian running events do. Some even allow the timing to pause during prayers, like an insurance grace period. This morning, I carried my mini prayer mats and water for wudu. After the 6 kilometers water station, I saw a group of runners praying Fajrs together under a pedestrian bridge. I joined them. It was peaceful, and I continued the race with a new energy, spiritually charged, physically broken. Despite the cramps, the pain, the queues, and the slower timing, I'm grateful. I learned that a half marathon is never only about performance. It's about disciplines, community, humility, respecting your body, and respecting the journey. To Singapore, thank you for hosting us. But please, finish line logistics need better risk management. Improve hydration and crowd flow. Let's make it safe, comfortable experience for everyone. And please consider prayer facilities, especially when the start is before Fajr prayers. And thousands of Indonesian runners join every year. To all runners, whatever your time is, whatever your pace is, if you show up, you already win. And if you suffer, at least now you have a good story to tell. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next run and the next episode of Riskonomics.